Hi, this is Tom. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk a little bit about style codes. So style codes are a device that was started by Midjourney about a month ago, and this is an example here. This style here. Um, I'll show in just a moment what that prompt looks like. But these are some images that I think are real nice using this particular style code. So I'm going to go to Discord and I will go to my server and I'll go to a channel that I have set up for playing around with style codes. And that's this one here. Um, okay, and then that'll just show what the prompt would look like if you have a style code. So here's one here. Uh, so this is abstract vibrance, mixed media, Montmartre steps in spring bloom, afternoon light, yada, 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 blah, blah. This is it here. This is the part to know right here. So you just do dash dash style and then the style code. Okay, that shows the syntax. And let me go to the Midjourney server. So the Midjourney server has a bunch of resources dealing with the style tuner. So this was set up here under Showcase, the Style Tuner Showcase, immediately after this functionality was created. And in order to get to here, this is a bit confusing. Discord is. Discord is very robust in terms of the resources that it has, but it can be kind of tricky to find stuff. So that's something I wanted to go through here was to show some of the gadgets. So the first thing here is in the upper left on this Midjourney, you want to open this up and you want to make sure you have the show all channels checkbox checked. I don't know why they don't just do that for you, but you want to have this checked so that that has everything. It shows everything. Then another thing that you want to do is you make sure when you're looking for stuff, is you see this down arrow here? So this thing will like switch on and off. I think it's, wanting to help you to not show more stuff than you want to see. But sometimes it'll hide stuff. And you'll be like, well, where did that, let's see, like this prompt facts thing here. I was interested in that, disappeared. I was like, where was it? And I had to go and look for, find it like this. And the same thing is true here in the style tuner. I guess because I have it selected, it's showing up. But this can go away too. So you want to be able, you want to know where it is, which is in the showcase. And if you don't see it, just click on this thing so you get the arrow to go up and down. And the same thing with the community forums, because these are the two things I'm going to be showing. So the style tuner here, you can go there and it'll have a bunch of resources here where people are talking about the different tuners. Okay, so there's kind of two things involved here. So one is there's tuners, and then the other is the style codes that you can produce by using the tuners. So I'm interested in the style codes. I'm not interested in the tuners, but if you're interested in that, um, this showcase will talk all about that. Now, my idea is that I can understand why people want to be involved in tuners and want to be involved in creating their own style codes and playing around with that. But I want to take advantage of the work that other people have already done in that, and I'm interested in other areas such as ChatGPT. Although this particular video won't be going into ChatGPT, but that's where I want to get to. Is the next step is after I get together a collection of style codes, which is what I'm talking about now, how to do that. Um, I, I intend to do some stuff with ChatGPT to leverage that. Okay, so this was the first thing I wanted to show was the style tuner. Okay, then the next thing that I want to show is I want to go to this prompt facts. All right, so it disappeared again, so I'll bring it back up. You want to go to prompt facts. Okay, so I'll select that. And then I'll go to prompt facts and I will search for library. And there's lots of resources in these prompt facts and lots and lots of stuff. So what I'm interested is in a library of style codes. So let's see if I can see that. Here's uh, library. I'm not seeing that, much to my surprise. Uh, let's see, library. Let me try style codes. Style codes. Okay, let's see if that works. All right, so waiting for it to bring up. Oh, it's bringing it up over here. That's interesting. So I guess this is an example of how this is confusing to use. Let me try again here. So uh, it's called Library of Style Codes. If it doesn't come up this way, Library of Style Resources. No, this isn't it. This is good too, though. So this is Library of Style Resources. So this is talking about styles in general. And actually, here it says Style Tuner Community Resources. So if you're interested in the style tuners and the stuff I've been talking about, that's here. And let's see what this does. Okay, I'll get to that later. Um, I'm interested in the library of style codes. Let me try here. It's a library. Maybe I didn't search in the right place. Here it is, right here. Library of style codes. All right. So this is the sort of thing that I'm talking about, how the Discord can be kind of confusing to use. There's actually a couple of places to search in, and the right place to search is here. So we'll put library, and then I got library of style codes. Now you could also find it from and this disappeared again. Okay, in this style tuner showcase, you could find it that way too, but I think this is a slightly easier way here. If you just put in library in the right place here and it'll pull up library of style codes. Actually, if you just know what you want to find is library of style codes, you'll find it eventually. All right, so library of style codes, this is it. So I double click on that, and this is showing me the library of style codes that people have put together. And there's about a dozen of these that you can go and you can look through. All right. And something else that I wanted to show here, and this also is a bit tricky to use, and there could well be an easier way of doing this than what I'm aware of, but I'll show the way that I'm aware of. So if you go to this clarinet here, I'm going to right click, okay, and then I can get copy user ID, and I can find this fellow's Midjourney gallery. I'll show you that in just a moment. Because my thought was, well, this guy is putting together all of these resources in his gallery. He's probably got a lot of examples of styles that I could look at and get more styles. Because here, this library of style codes is really cool the way that they did it, but there's only about a dozen of them here. So I'd like to see more than that. So I'll show how to do this. And this is kind of tricky to find too, but you go to, like, all of these things are easy once you know how to do them. But okay, so you want to go to your user ID, go to the gear, it says user settings. You click on that, okay, and then you go to the advanced settings, which is here, advanced. And then you want to make sure that you have this developer mode turned on. So it'll be, by default, this is off. You'll slide over the slider bar and have it on. And then even to get out of this is kind of tricky. If you use this X, you get out of Discord, you want to hit this escape, which is, I think, is kind of odd way of doing it, but that's the way you want to do it. So I'll go through this one more time just because I think it's slightly tricky. So you click on the gearbox, okay, and pulls up user settings, and you want to find advanced. So advanced is under app setting. It says advanced. You click on advanced, and you slide the slider bar over for developer mode, and then escape to get out of that. Okay. Um, okay, I'm just double checking here. There's nothing that I don't want somebody to see that's watching this video, but this looks fine. All right. So, all right, so I showed that. So once you set that over, then when you go to somebody that you're interested in to get, then you can do the copy user ID. This won't show up unless you do what I just showed you. So you do copy user ID, right? So click on that, all right? Okay, and then you can go to a website, which is the Legacy app website. That's this here. So this is going to be hard to see, isn't it? Okay, so I can copy and paste the user ID there, all right, that I just got. All right, and then I'll make this larger font so it's easier to see. All right, so what this is here, this legacy.midjourney.com, is the old Midjourney website, and it still has some useful functionality. So you do this URL, legacy.midjourney.com.app/user / the ID that you just came up with, and that will take you here. Okay, and then once you get to here, then just you can, well, this is where you want to be. This will show all of this will show the gallery of this user, and then you can find out that you can see the image that he's done. So while this is the nice thing about the new user side, that it's a lot quicker. All right, there it came up. Okay, and if you look through these prompts, you can see that he does have a lot of styles in the stuff that he's doing. So that's what I plan to do, is to go through, look at what he's done, and then make a collection of the style codes that I like, because there's a bunch there. Now, if you take one of these and you give it a like, which I did here, so you just pull it up here and you give it a like that, give it a heart. So I already did that. Then if you go to the new website, which is a lot faster, you can go to your likes. Okay, and then it'll show up here. You notice it's got a different name because there's two different names that are used to identify you and everybody else, but this is the same one. You can tell by the image, and you just click on that. This is a lot easier. This is the same gallery here, and then you can go through, and then you can find out, all these different styles that are used, and that's what I intend to do, is to make a collection of that. So I'm pretty sure that's everything that I wanted to show. So let me just go through what all I showed real quick. So the first thing that I went through was the syntax, which I don't think I'll show that again, because there'll be lots of other examples of that. Like right here, here's an example of an example prompt. And if you go to this library of style codes, you'll see a bunch of these example prompts, and there's about a dozen of them that they show. So you have lots of examples to see what they look like, and you have the example prompts that show the syntax. Then I showed how to get here. All right, so there's a couple of ways of getting there. Also, I showed that you want to make sure you got this show all channels checkbox checked on. You can kind of go through and see look through what the resources that there are, which there's a tremendous amount of resources. It's just kind of hard to find your way around, but this is a good way is to get to prompt facts. And then again, a lot of the stuff's hidden. So you want to make sure that if this thing is hidden, because you're like over here, and then I guess because I have it open, it won't hide, but these things will hide on you. But that's how you just arrow, it'll show stuff. So you want to arrow on the showcase to get to the style tuner, and that'll get you to the um, this showcase that has tons of information about style tuners if you're interested in that. And then if you're interested in this also, you can find the libraries. That's how I found the library style codes actually was by going through this. But I also saw you could get it from the prompt facts, which I thought was a little cleaner way of doing it. Um, so you can get to the prompt facts again by making sure that you've got this arrow opened up, and then you want to search for uh, here. So you saw what I did there was once I brought it up. So if something else is there, that's why I didn't see it the first time because it was already there. Then this is the box that you want to be looking for, and I chose the library of style codes. So once I did that, uh, well, it's not doing it this time, but this I couldn't see this. You saw a moment ago I had to exit to get to it, but here it is. So that's kind of weird. Like if you want stuff to go away, you can't make it go away. At least there's got to be some trick that I could make this go away if I wanted to. But anyway, you want to make sure that this is the search that you want to use, not this one. Put in library, comes up library of style codes. This is also very interesting to look at. These other ones too. All of these are good, but like this library of style resources. Now this isn't to be confused with style codes, but there's lots of resources that talk about ways of just changing your Midjourney prompts, things that you can do in styles is a nice. I'll mention a couple of these here. Yeah, as long as I'm talking about this. So there's this image jams under community forums. Same thing here. Make sure you got that checkbox checked to show everything. Make sure you got this arrow so it's showing everything here. And image jams is a great resource to look at. So image jams has dozens of these channels that are set up in different ways. A lot of them are games that you can play, and you go to uh, you go to the channel and just click on it, and it'll show you how to use it. And there's a couple of ones that I'm interested in. The ChatGPT prompt generation, that's the main one. Unfortunately, not a lot of activity there, but that's where I like to post scripts there and talk to other people that are interested in using ChatGPT for Midjourney prompts. And then on for the styles, there's a couple of ones. There's one called Only Styles Game, which is a real pretty interesting one. So this one does not use the style codes. This came up before the style codes. And the way that this works is it'll have 5 different styles that are put together. And I'll try to find one that is a real simple one. This is real simple. These two, you can really see what's going on. So you got 5. So this got like people's names that are artists or illustrators or photographers or whatnot. And so it's got 4 people's names, and then here's got bold lithograph. And so this is sort of exploring what the combination of different sorts of styles are. And a little trick that I'll mention here is that usually you don't need 5. So maybe 2 or 3 is enough. The 4th and 5th don't really make a difference. And you can play around with this like on your own. And so if you want to get like this look here, it might be like these first 3 might do it, possibly just 2. But you'll find if you play around, the 2 or 3 will be the main drivers for the particular look that you're interested in. And then you can kind of streamline the process once you get kind of a look that you like. And that's a great way of working with getting different looks from styles. Because if I just, scroll through here a bit, you can see how different these looks are. And they're only changing one at a time. That's the way the game works. Is you the one on the left will drop off, and anyone can do this. You just put in what you want to see, to the right. And my suggestion, if you want to do this, would be play around on your own server until you get it to, or you can use one of the public rooms until you get something that looks the way that you want, that you think is cool. Then you can go and you can post your contribution to the styles game. And then there's another one here that I just found out today. So I haven't really gone through this, but here it's explaining how the game works. It says you have one style across 10 uh, prompts. So this is the way that it started. And you can see that here's the prompt: subject, an imposter wearing a hunting mask style. Luminesque color screen, illustration by Mike Dildado. And then the only thing that's changing here is the style. And this is a similar thing. Kind of like this one. This one's a little easier to work with than the other one, in that because you're only changing one thing at a time, right? You've got the same prompt and you're just changing the style. So I think that's a little easier to see what's happening when you change the style. And then that got through 10. And so it started a new subject and then did the same thing, go through 10 styles. So I'm really interested in going through this. But that's not to take anything against this one, because I've got some really nice results just from grabbing all 5. Just you find something that works, just grab it and then change the subject. And that's a really nice resource. Okay, so that's on the image jams. And they might have some that's dealing with the style codes that I haven't found yet. I think that's probably likely. So that's actually, now that I'm talking about it, I think I'll look for that after I end this video and see if there's some information there. But so just let's see. So let me go back and just reiterate how you can get to that the gallery. So to get to the gallery, I wanted to get to the clarinet. This is the user's name. So I went to the prompt facts and I went to library, and then from library I went to library of style. What was it called? It's a little bit confusing because the names are similar. I don't think it was this one. I think it was Library of Style Codes. Is that over here? No. Where is it? Library of Style Codes. I wonder what this one does. Library of Style Resources. Okay. Well, this gets me clarinet. That's what I wanted to show. Is that once you get to clarinet, then you can right click. Whoops. I mean, just right click here. Copy the user ID. Then I already showed how to set that up. Once you get the user ID, then you get to this URL. You put in the user ID, you go to the gallery, and then if you like, you just bring up one of the prompts, and then just by clicking on it, and once it's up, then you can heart it. So you heart it, and then once you heart it, you can go to the new one, and it'll show up in your likes. And then when you're at your likes, then you can just go to the where it shows the name, which might be a different name, but just highlight that. And then you have all of these galleries. You can either look at them here, or you can look at them in the new one, either one. And it might very well be possible to do this in a more streamlined way. Um, that I don't think so from here. I think if you could find an actual prompt the clarinet did and you like it, I think you might be able to go straight to the new website. But this would be a way to get there from what I'm showing you here. And then also, if you went to this style tuner, and you could do the same thing for other of the users, when you go through um, like ordered entropy, he's has lots and lots of content, and so that's another nice resource you can look at. You can do the same thing, and if you just click, I'm left clicking now, and you can see he's been a member since 2017 of Discord, and you can see that he's a member of all of these clubs, but and 59,000 images, and some of these people have like 150,000 images, and there's that's the way that I've tried to learn as from people that have done a lot more images, a lot more prompts, and shared through the you can just go through these resources, and people are really generous with the things that they've learned, and share, and just get a lot of ideas. I like looking at the actual prompts that they come up with in that same way that I just showed. Just go to the gallery. You can go through all the prompts and get lots of nice ideas that way. Well, thanks for watching the video, and hope you found this useful.